In the Brazilian jungles, a young gold miner named Parker Schnabel embarked on an adventure to find fortunes whispered about since the old gold rush days. With a spirit as strong as the surrounding forest, Parker ventured deep into the green maze, excited by the promise of riches. The Brazilian jungles were also a place full of conflict, with miners and locals often clashing over the gold hidden beneath the soil. Parker's determination, as solid as the ore he sought, was as solid as the ore he sought. The journey was dangerous, with threats not just from the land, but also from the greed it sparked in people. Parker was ready, even wearing a bulletproof vest for the first time in his life, showing just how risky his quest had become. His adventure began with stories of Brazil's largest gold nugget, found in the 1980s at South Celeda. This discovery, along with billions of dollars worth of gold unearthed by hand, fueled Parker and his crew's drive. They followed the paths of those who had come before, paths that led them to the ruins of failed dreams and forgotten efforts. As they approached the old Colossus site near the town of Sarapalata, they stepped into a scene from another time. The gates were blocked, and the once bustling paths were overgrown, as if the land itself wanted to reclaim what men had greedily taken away. Despite the eerie silence, Parker's voice was clear and determined, saying they had to go in and uncover what's been left behind. Inside the compound, the remnants of Colossus's efforts lay scattered, a testament to both human ingenuity and folly. Denny and Diego ventured into an old processing plant. The walls echoed with faint, ghostly sounds of machines long silent. As they moved deeper, they found the remains of crushers and conveyors, a cyanide leaching plant that was never completed, and a gold room that never glittered with gold. The deeper Parker went, the more the mine revealed its secrets, not through the presence of gold, but through its absence. There was no evidence of substantial mining or gold processing. The place was a tomb to a fortune that might never have existed, a puzzle with pieces scattered by time and human greed. Emerging from the shadows of the mine, Parker and his crew gathered under the twilight jungle canopy, their faces showing the weight of their findings. As night fell, the tales of Colossus and its lost gold mingled with the jungle's nocturnal sounds. Parker, undeterred by the day's discoveries, knew that the true gold lay not just in the ore that might still be buried, but in the stories of those who had sought it, the lessons of their failures, and the echoes of their dreams. In the heart of Brazil, the legendary town of Sarapalata is known for its huge gold discoveries in the 1980s. A young gold miner named Parker Schnabel found himself in a room filled with some of the largest golden nuggets ever discovered, including a dark, oddly shaped nugget that looked like a sculpture crafted by nature itself. Parker's life was all about finding such treasures, and his journey to explore Sarapalata felt like stepping back in time to the 1980s. Back then, Sarapalata's soil turned up fortunes overnight, with a cattle rancher's discovery of gold worth $100,000 setting off the rush. They dug tirelessly, creating a pit so vast and deep that it became legendary among miners. The pit, worked by hopeful miners without any machinery, eventually stretched 600 feet deep and 1,300 feet across. Each day, over $2 million worth of gold was pulled from the earth, showing just how rich the land was. Old footage shows a chaotic scramble for wealth, as 40,000 to 80,000 people worked the ground daily. Among those who lived through that golden era were Barbudo, a veteran of Sarapalata's golden era. He remembered his days mining small 6-by-9-foot claims, but strict rules against weapons kept things somewhat peaceful. However, the government shut down the operation in 1992 after tragic landslides took lives, leaving the pit abandoned and forgotten. Many believed that just beyond the flooded old pit, more gold remained, untouched and ready to be found. Chico Osario, another legendary figure from the rush days, was among the few still mining near the old site. Parker, moved by the stories of old-timers like Chico and Barbudo, saw in Sarapalata not just tales of past riches, but the potential for future discoveries. As he prepared to explore further and perhaps unearth a new chapter in Sarapalata's story, he reflected on the dual nature of mining, the physical labor and the emotional journey. The quest for gold was as much about understanding the human spirit, its capacity for hope and endurance, as it was about finding the riches themselves. Parker and his team ventured further into the heart of the wilderness, chasing the elusive promise of gold in the ghostly tales of those who had dared to seek it before them. Now, they began a long trip across Brazil, to discover more gold and new challenges. The adventure begins with a journey spanning nearly 2,500 miles, starting in central Para and continuing to Mato Grosso, known for its gold production worth almost $1 billion each year. The first stop is Porto Velho, a key gateway to the Amazon basin's rich gold fields, known for unique floating dredges called fofocas. These dredge recovery rate means more gold is extracted from the same amount of ore, enhancing the mine's output and profitability. This change is a model for the industry, demonstrating how technological advances can lead to both economic and environmental improvements. Despite some initial challenges, Ney emphasized that switching to cyanide was a crucial turning point for their mining operations, and the improvements in efficiency and environmental safety made the initial costs worthwhile. Parker, impressed by the setup, mentioned he might use similar practices in his future projects. The entire mining setup is valued at an impressive $400 million, highlighting its success and future potential. Parker, a gold mining legend, has a long history of success in the industry. He began his journey in the Klondike, where he secured over $7 million worth of gold, and has since traveled to various locations worldwide, including the dangerous jungles of Guyana, the gold-rich fields of Papua New Guinea and Australia. Each location presents unique challenges and successes, such as dealing with dangerous wildlife and tough conditions in Guyana and navigating thick jungles in Papua New Guinea. In South America, Parker and his crew faced numerous difficulties, including injuries and equipment failures, and a near-fatal landslide threatened their entire operation. However, Ney's offer to join the lucrative Brazilian mining operation could be a new chapter for Parker, as it presents a chance to use his knowledge and experience on an even bigger scale. Parker now focuses on the rich gold opportunities in Australia. Upon arriving in Australia, Parker teamed up with Tyler Mahoney, a gold miner with a rich family history in the trade. This partnership led to significant gold deposits that boosted Parker's reserves and prompted him to consider expanding his operations to Australia for the long term. However, in 2018, Parker faced a personal challenge when he fell out with Rick Ness, a close alligator on the show Gold Rush. The tension between Parker and Rick grew as they disagreed on important decisions, leading to frequent arguments and the stress of being on TV. Their relationship broke down when Rick decided to leave Parker's crew, a moment that was highly dramatized on the show. Despite this, Rick continued to build his own operation, which also became part of Gold Rush, showing his efforts to build a successful venture on his own. Both Parker and Rick have shared their views on the situation, discussing the difficulties of leading a team in stressful conditions and the challenges of making decisions that everyone agrees with. Parker's passion for mining comes from his grandfather, John Schnabel, who was a well-respected figure in the gold mining community. At just 16, Parker took over the family's Big Nugget mine, showing his capability and ambition even at a young age. His journey from a young novice to an experienced professional has been a central story on Gold Rush, showcasing how important teamwork has been to his success. In addition to the challenges he faces, Parker's relentless pursuit of gold has taken him to some of the most extreme environments on the planet. In Guyana, he faced dangerous wildlife like alligators, jaguars, and venomous snakes, while in Papua New Guinea, they navigated local disputes and treacherous terrains. These experiences demonstrate Parker's commitment to his work and his adaptability in facing whatever challenges come his way. Parker Schnabel, a gold mining legend, has faced numerous challenges throughout his career. His success is not only due to his hard work, but also the strong team he has around him. Tyler Mahoney, with her deep knowledge of Australia's gold fields, has been a key part of their success in that region. Fred Lewis, with a background in military and medicine, ensures the team stays safe and works efficiently. Danny Etheridge, the cameraman, captures the real-life struggles and triumphs of gold mining. Technology plays a significant role in Parker's mining operations, using modern equipment like advanced sluices and powerful excavators to improve their ability to find and extract gold. In Australia, Parker adopted dry mining technology, which has worked well, setting himself apart from traditional miners who might be slower to change. Parker is also involved in giving back, raising awareness about environmental issues, and supporting efforts to make mining more sustainable. Parker's personal life is also something people are curious about. He balances long hours at mining sites with his personal interests, staying close to his family and friends and sharing moments from his life on social media. His love for adventure fits well with his adventurous career in mining, where he constantly explores and faces new challenges. Family is important to Parker, as he often talks about how much his grandfather, John Schnabel, influenced him. Parker's respect for his grandfather is evident in his dedication to carrying on the family's mining legacy. Parker has big plans for the future, including building a mining empire that stretches across different continents and expanding operations to Australia. This potential expansion reflects his long-term vision and drive to grow his mining business even more. Parker's recent achievements, such as running a $400 million mine that produces gold bars with 99.9% purity, prove his skill and determination. As he continues to move forward, there is no doubt that Parker will stay a leading figure in the gold mining world, inspiring others and shaping the future of the industry for years to come.